Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel,
the Parchment Fam.
Alright, and this is
Jessica.
And this is Kieran, and the rest is missing in action. They must sleep. The kids sleeping right now.
Well, one
so,
is watching
and
a
one
tablet.
up watch our tablet. So we just get a little time to say we are juggle and get the video in.
Yes.
As we promised the other day, we are trying if we get back one chat with posting, because we did half a game for a bit. About
yeah,
a
and
few weeks
we've been doing good for the past couple of days,
yeah.
so we're keeping the momentum.
Yeah, trying to keep the momentum going. And tonight is no different. We're going to give you another one. Alright, but before we jump into the video, if it's your first time, welcome to our channel. And for regular viewers, thank you for always watching and supporting. Alright, we do appreciate it. So without further ado, we're gonna jump into tonight's topic, and the topic is
okay, so the topic is what it was like for us when we had to leave Jamaica to come and migrate here into the States.
Yeah, when we had to migrate. And just to clear it up, we didn't come together.
Yes.
Yeah, we met here. So we met here in the US. We didn't come together. We didn't migrate together. I was living somewhere else. She was living somewhere else. So
he was in one
give you the
part
story.
all the way at one end. I was at the other end of Jamaica. Didn't know each other.
Yeah.
So as a matter of fact, you know, if you're new, you could go check out the story how we met. We'll link it in the description.
Yeah, we have that in the description, so you can go and see that.
Get a background on, you know, how we met.
Yeah.
So, what was it like for you living in Jamaica?
Well, for me, I mean, for some reason, growing up, I just know I wasn't gonna become an adult in Jamaica. It's like, yeah, that's just me. And when I was younger, growing up, I remember when I used to be cleaning the house or raking the yard. I used to always make fun with my aunt and them and say, well, I see him, so them all clean up the yard and thing, and say, oh, me I come, so I say me nephew I come from foreign tomorrow and I clean up the house and fix up for me come and something. We used to always talk like that and make them joke there with them. I used to say it as but for me, I just never vision myself becoming an adult in Jamaica. Not saying I'm foreign minded or anything. It's just that sometimes you maybe as a child it might seem like it's a joke. I might seem like it's a joke and people don't take it serious, or if you say it to somebody they might say, well, laugh it off and think it's stupid. But sometimes I just feel like your spirit, you know, you might be a child, but your spirit, your body is here and your spirit out there seeing something where you don't know. It's like you can foretell something before it happens.
So it was more like you knew for sure that you weren't gonna be in Jamaica.
It's like I knew for sure I wasn't gonna become an adult.
So it's not that it's just a dream that
for me it wasn't a dream, it wasn't a goal, it wasn't something that I was wishing for. It's like something where me just know. Yeah, me just know. I don't know how it would happen, but me just know. It's just that my mind, that spirit just tell me say, you're not gonna be a man you're not gonna become an adult in Jamaica. I never see myself like that.
So I guess for you it was when it was time for you to leave.
It's like you foresee things before. It's like me foresee that from a tender age. I never see myself.
So it wasn't
becoming
a problem
adult
for you when it was time to leave.
It was very well for me. Yeah, back to this now, like how the actual moment and the feeling is like when everything come down to the nitty-gritty, when you know you're gonna leave.
Yeah.
It's like that feeling then it's like you're not ready to leave yet, you know?
So even though you know you weren't gonna grow up there, when it was time to leave, you're not ready to leave. It's like it was bittersweet then.
It's bittersweet because the thing is, me come here already and see, right?
Okay, yeah, I forgot.
So when you visit here and you see it, you know you have the option 2 weeks time, a month time, you're going back home, you know? So you just come here, you know, you go back to Jamaica, go enjoy yourself as a young person. You don't even have a job 9 to 5 like that. You just go island or something.
Yeah.
But then when the time come, you know, say, well, you come, you have to go you probably have to go jump in a school, get yourself together.
Yeah.
Responsibility will start now, you know. And you know, and like you come today and 2 weeks time you run back to Jamaica. It's not that thing. It's not that anymore. You don't even know
when you were gonna go back. When you're gonna go back.
It's not like that anymore. You don't know when you're going back. You just come, You know, you have to go get yourself organized. You're gonna be an adult now. You know, responsibility. And it's like in your head, you're going to this place, right? You don't know where you're gonna work, who you're gonna know. You know?
True, yeah.
All those stuff start clicking in your head.
Way ahead.
Yeah, and then I mean, this feeling come. You have your past before the day come for you leave. Like before you even know say you're gonna migrate. You know things in process, right?
Yeah.
And you're thinking, well, when you go, you have to go get this together, get that together.
You probably didn't think it will happen so soon.
And then some, yeah, and even say soon again. Sometimes you sit down and you're there in Jamaica, you're boring. You say, boy, I wish me could just go tomorrow and go enjoy myself a little bit. But in your head, when that day come, it's like you don't want to leave Jamaica.
Family and
yeah,
stuff like that.
It's like
home where you grew up.
Yeah, and it's like if you choose a date when you leave Jamaica, we migrate, that date then I go come. You always have keep on put it up. You know, it day not go come when you leave.
Yeah.
That's a feeling they just. It's like you have the option to go. When you have the option to go now, it's like you don't want to go. You just know you have the option, but you just don't want to go. But before you get that option, you feel like you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you young one start getting miserable part with the area. Partner here or here raggedy shaggedy.
She pull it up.
They right Cheetos.
They always pull up their hair. So my story is a little bit more exciting.
Yeah. I mean I'm gonna give more story, but we're just gonna give you the preview first, like the initial part of it.
So I think I'm the opposite. I never saw myself leaving Jamaica. My mind was like small, like in a box. So I just see myself, going to school, leaving school, getting a job there, becoming successful in Jamaica. So that's how I saw myself. Even though I knew my dad lived here in the States for years, and every year I heard he's filing for me and nothing was happening. So because of that, when he finally said yes, he's doing it, I still think that, nothing's happening. So when I start seeing, we're gonna do fingerprint, we're gonna do medical and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, something is happening, but I still did not think it was so close. Because this time I'm making plans in Jamaica. Guys, I was engaged in Jamaica.
People know me. Don't get it. The story had twist up. It was me.
I was young. I wasn't even 18 yet.
I don't know how much you did. You say you just turned 18.
I turned 18 when I came here. I was 17.
No,
I turned 18.
You turned 19 when you came here. You tell me say you were 18. Remember your 18th birthday, you tell me with your 18th birthday in Jamaica. So you was 18.
I was 18 and I turned 19 when I came here. So I was very young, but I was already engaged, guys. So I was like, I had a future I was looking forward to in Jamaica. And when I finally heard that ticket already buy, guys, like it came through so fast. Like when they said ticket buy and we had to leave so and so, me and my brother, I was devastated. I was devastated because now I'm leaving all the people I love behind. My mom was still there. I have all my family, and of course I have my fiance at the time.
Yeah, I don't fiance, no people, finance.
So yes, guys, for me it wasn't even bittersweet. It was just bitter. I did not, like I said, I didn't have any intention to leave. I don't know anyone here, and I didn't grow up with my father. So for me, I didn't have anything looking forward to, but I was leaving a lot behind. Yeah. So it was so bad that when I was leaving, like I bawled till I threw up in the car. Yes. Yeah. So back to you.
Yeah, for me, I mean, it was me, my mom, and my little brother living the same time. Just imagine you growing up around your mom and your sisters and brothers for 30 some years. My mom was almost 40 years old. So in that moment she couldn't control herself. She just cry. My aunts, everybody crying because you're born in this home. Everybody born in the same home. They grow together. They have this closeness, and every day they get up, they just know they're gonna wake up and see each other around, right?
Yeah.
And then for my grandmother it was the same. And then the day come when she gonna leave, and it's like this feeling I know the feeling when you're leaving and you know she's not coming back anytime. You don't know when you're gonna see her or anything happen, you never see her again. You understand? So
it was like a nice feeling. Like I know it's like a feeling that everybody get regardless of whether you want it to go or not.
Yeah, like, and then I remember like the Friday people and to say, oh, she them get oil and things with bake for fried chicken for Christmas Day. That was the 20th of December, and it's the 21st we leave, right?
Yeah.
And it's like my mom never really tell them said we leave until the day before, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's like everybody start crying, grandmother start crying, auntie start crying, even my cousin Dana she go around her back. She can't face her. She couldn't face her mother because she knows with the feeling. She couldn't face her, and even Herbie, my great granduncle, my granduncle Herbie, even him cry. Even him did a cry to he hit them because at the end of the day everybody grew up. Imagine almost 40 years that they're around this person every day, expect to see them, and they just gone, and you can't go see them when you want to see them, and you don't know when they're coming back. Right, so it was I wasn't crying, but for me, see that
because you're macho and tough.
Yeah, I mean, me not tell no lie. Me do feel a way, like especially when
not
me
enough to cry.
It's like me feel inside you cry, but the emotions can't show on your face. Cause me seeing even my grandmother cry, so me can't tell because she was there when everybody else that do what them have to do. Me there on when she would say, oh, pass this to me, pass that to me, or me we go check on her and something, and it's like you leave and you think when you're gone, who is gonna do that? You know other people they but they wonder if they care like how you care, or you know. So all that come into play, and then when you leave, when the day comes for you leave, it's like when the journey to the airport.
Yeah, that.
When the journey to the airport is like you wish this day you wish this day could have pushed back later.
Just keep pushing it back, right?
Yeah, you just wish this day could have pushed back later, or you can go and then come back home after 2 weeks or a week. You just don't want to go for good. You want to go and come back all the time, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like in the head, you know, say, yes, you migrate. they put in all this paperwork for you. You can't make it, you can't squander it.
Yeah, someday, yeah.
You know? So, you just have to make use of it. And that is the thought in your head. And even when it's like people, you know, like people with travel, right? They travel. Yeah, a lot of people would love to have that privilege.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like you sit down on a plane and come around Jamaica and this sad feeling, there's no joy to it.
I was so
you
sad,
know?
like
there's no joy.
My brother I think he was over the moon because he was on the plane and I remember we took Air Jamaica and it was empty. He was just from seat to seat to seat, bouncing all over in the plane like nothing's happened, like while I'm just sitting there with my long face.
Yeah,
so sad.
I mean, my little brother, he was 4 at the time. Yeah, he was 4 years old, and it's like him couldn't wait to reach because he want to see Dada. I didn't say Dada.
He wanted to see Dada.
Dada, and he's like he can't wait, so he want to go Dada and then stuff there. But
he never really have much.
He never understand much.
Leaving behind, you know, because he didn't understand. And I guess once mommy is there for him, he's fine.
And then after a while now, people, it's like this thing, just like how we say, they say you come and you think you can go back after a week, after we reach, and then the day you don't know anybody that is in next problem again, you start get this feeling of just going back. You just feel like you pack up and go back home because it's like you don't have no friends, nobody or nothing like that.
And the funny thing is, I had a return ticket because the way my dad booked it, he booked a round trip, so I could have go home, but then I didn't have no money. I didn't have money to come back up and all of them stuff. So it's like I couldn't just get up and say I'm going back home and not have anything planned out. Like it just wouldn't make any sense because I just came here. But in my head I was thinking I was gonna use that return ticket, but it just never panned out.
and then you come and you say, well, something you must can go back home after a little while.
Exactly.
It's like when it's like even my little brother one day and get up and start pack up in cereal, in cornflakes and stuff and say, I'm going to call a taxi to drop him home. He don't understand, say he's in the so much miles away from home. Because he used to with their home, they call a taxi in jump, go here and come back home. You start thinking, kind of jump on a taxi and go home, you know.
Yeah.
So it is a bittersweet. It very.
Well, for you it was bittersweet.
I mean, it's
for
a
me, it was
bittersweet
just
moment,
bitter.
and then.
I remember it was so bad when I came here. I was homesick till I was literally sick. My eyes them swell up, like I didn't want to eat. It was really bad, guys.
Yeah, I mean, for me, when I came, I mean, after the reach and everything for the day, me kind of get over. Come reaching at the night, me get over it. Cause me did me eat some Popeyes and drink some drinks and I watch TV.
And then he saw the girl of his dreams,
and
so
then,
he was fine.
And no, me never see you yet. Never see you.
And like you said, it was the same night you came.
No, next day.
You guys.
Yeah, so people now.
He was fine because he already saw his future.
Yeah, don't interrupt the video. So with the
he already saw his future, so he was fine after that.
Yeah, and people me come the Sunday night, the Monday morning me walk out on the road. Walk out on the road and go on this plaza and then me pass and I see you. Pass and I see my wife inside.
So he was like, yes!
Super inside of this place. You know? We have a story.
Yes.
We have the story on our channel about how we met and everything. But give people know people want to hear more about the fiancé part. If people must say they nah, how come no? Me want to hear that the story the whole fiancé part go home come she end up with some money.
Watch out, but somebody gonna tell the whole story about that.
People must say no, it's about fiancé, so I'm to him, we don't hear not about him. How he end up with this and human?
Well, like I said, I came here, I still had mindset back in Jamaica, so I mean I was still communicating with this person for a long time, but then after a while it just became that we had separate interests, because I got saved, I became a Christian, and then he still wanted to live that life that he had, and I was like, I think God is pulling me in this direction and that's where I'm gonna go. So then I broke it off, and that's when I started, I guess once I broke that off, my eyes open up now to start seeing other possibilities, because I'm that type of person. If I'm in a relationship, a committed relationship, I'm not looking around the place, even though I was very young at the time. But yeah, so that's when my eyes open up to start seeing other possibilities.
Yeah, so I mean, we work people. I mean, both of us came here the same year.
Yes.
Right, we came the same year. She come a couple months before me.
And I was in California.
Yeah, and
when I came.
I was in Florida. She moved on to Florida.
Yeah.
And got a job.
At the
5 minutes walk from where me live. And me walk from where me live, go out there and see her. And then 2 years later, we start working same place where she work.
Yeah.
And the funny thing, there's so many other things that we can do.
Yeah.
So many other things that we can do, people, and we just end up right there. So we end up there so 2010, 2 years after, because we come 2008, right?
Yeah.
We migrate 2008. We come there so 2010. We meet. We get together. 2011 you leave. Did you leave the job?
Yeah.
Me did it.
And that's the same year we got married.
And guess what, people? I mean, everything does work out. Sometimes you see things that go a certain way. Don't stop. Sometimes you see certain things that go a certain way, and you might think in your mind why you going like this. I mean, God have a plan, and you cannot choose your part. In your head, you might choose. So. You want to choose it, but sometimes.
But the way it work out is.
Sometimes the way it lay out, you just have to keep on rolling in that.
Yeah, it's kind of go with the flow as you see goings.
Yeah.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, it's like it already paved, so there's no way you can unpave it. So we're there and we meet. As we said, we meet 2010. You leave the job 2011, 2012. We got married 2011. A month after you leave, or two.
Yeah.
And then we
like 3 months.
And it happened in a sense where I was so privileged at that job where the people them work with you with certain things. So me at the time, and the funny thing, we get a car 2011. We get a car 2011.
Yeah, like
the weekend before you're supposed to start the job.
A new job.
And the new job,
like
and it's that same vehicle we have to use. And as me say, privilege with the job where the people them work with you, where me could have reached a little bit later.
Yeah, because at the time I could not drive.
Yeah,
but
so me could have bring her go work, do everything. and they work with the time and everything.
What are you doing
But
in it?
I mean, you just have to go with the flow sometimes. Things might not go the way you want it, but just be happy and be grateful when you have life, you know.
Yes.
And
you know, I always say this. I live by this Bible verse. All things work together for the good of them that loves the Lord. So
yeah,
it work like in the moment you cannot see. It doesn't make any sense. It might be painful, but it just work itself. Like God work it out in a way where you know.
You never know. You just never.
It work out for your good, right?
Yeah, it's like the way you imagine it. It happen a total different way and you don't know. It happen, you don't know. You never know it would happen. It
But
just
in
happen.
the end, it work out for your
You
good.
work out for your good, yeah.
So
Yeah, and then the funny thing, you know, remember when me used to come out, me used to come there, come shop all the time when she out there and stuff. And me, she said she don't remember seeing me. And sometimes me come, remember one night,
in memory photo.
people, me remember one night, me guys, so me got a place there. Me go in a place, you know, in a marina, the time I used to live iron, you know. Going in a marina, well, the time I just shave and line up going in and she does a tear in my face.
Oh my God.
You can't tell, you're not gonna remember that. You're not gonna remember that. She just tear in my face when I cash out.
Really? Me scared.
Of
So
course.
what me does? Why you think my mind was saying?
I
when
don't
I was
know what you
staring
think,
at
but
your face?
I
I
know,
don't
but
remember that.
there's a tear for me, you know.
So I was cashing and staring like I should be looking at the thing that I'm doing.
Angel them with the for me come turn your eye around it. So,
But anyways, guys, we do have that full story for you guys to check out. Make sure you go check that out.
and
How
then-
we met.
yeah, and
So-
then you definitely want to see that video, you know. You get a little piece of it a while ago, but
It's a lot. How we met.
it's deep, you know.
Proposal story, wedding story, drama. Go and check out all of them. It's
Yeah,
just
we have them on the channel. You know what? Lucky enough, make sure you subscribe and your notification bell turn on, and check out all the videos. All the videos them we have, especially that story. I want to see that story there.
so I think that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. And if there's anyone who go through the same process with the migration thing and you feel sad, you can just jump in the comment section and share your 2 cents, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we definitely would like to see what your story.
And even
Alright.
if you migrate from a different country, because it really doesn't matter
even
which country.
if you migrate illegally, we still want the story. We still want the story.
And that would be a fun story.
Yeah, so-
but yeah, and if even like I said, if it's a different country that you migrate from, you know, and even if say you migrate to another country, whichever case, once you have to leave a country, go to a country, you leave your home country, then go to another country.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be US.
It
It
have
can
to
be
be
anywhere.
US,
Canada,
it can go to
England,
Canada,
anywhere.
yeah.
You can jump in and share your story, you know?
Yeah, so thank you for tuning in tonight.
Yep, and that is the end of the video, guys. Alright,
we
it was a
enjoy.
good one. We enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed
Yes.
it. Alright, and remember before you jump off, hit that subscribe button, turn
And
the
the like
notification bell on. Alright, and also don't forget to like the video.
Yes.
Alright, peace.
Bye.
Say bye. Say bye. Glasses big like what?